Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
To throw is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington taking it in. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases, hit a home run, and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, McCarthy. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
37-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
At the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll run with Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown. Arian Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point might have been good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Steelers 6.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10.
Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a good start right there. This game's changed pretty dramatically in the last few minutes. So now these guys are forced to play from behind here. And that's a positive first step towards claiming this lead right back.
After one, our score 9-6. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
At the 30-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Steelers are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that minus gain.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
At the 41-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. It's caught. Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
A give. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down.
At the Jets' 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Go to 50. Hey, you fight over here. 258. Hey, 88. 88. Over 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Hey, take 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
258. Inside. Take 30. 258.
Rodgers now to throw. They'll find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he can minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly what...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy.
And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. converged on his man and broke the play up.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run the ball. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And I think the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the ground with Hall.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get
The
6
Steelers
points.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
58!
Rodgers going to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Still fighting for more. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. With a catch made by Johnson. And a good gain here of 9
19 down to the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jets, 19.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19 Lions. Set. Mustang 19.
To the air again, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 29 yards. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For a 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And
they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And that decision paid off indeed. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion goes the tight end.
On the give, it's 1.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers.
Washington. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Harmon. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here's McCarthy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
70 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McCarthy going to throw again.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that.